Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 47.1 to make a statement on an issue of general topical concerns, namely corruptions, allegations in the ongoing Kenya Defence Forces recruitment exercise. Mr. Speaker, the Kenya Defence Forces is currently on a recruitment drive of General Service Officers, GSO, cadets, specialist officers, general duty recruiters, tradesmen, women, and Defence Forces Constable, which has been ongoing since the beginning of the month. Mr. Speaker, the recruitment drive, which is a country-wide exercise, has attracted thousands of youth.
What's your point of order, Senator Madzayo?
Bwana Spika, singependelea kumwingilia katikati ndugu yangu Olekina. Lakini je, kuketi katika hili bunge akiwa yuko tupu ama akiwa nguo zake alizovaa hazikukamilika kulingana na mila za Kimasai na ni sawa, kwa sababu ninaambiwa hapa na mama ambaye ni Masai pia, ambaye pia protect me, Bwana Speaker, nilinde.
Let him make his.
Nataka kuuliza tu ya kwamba je, ni haki kwamba yeye anaweza kuvaa hizo nguo za Kimasai nusu, mgongo wote uko wazi, na wale Masai tunaona kule nje huwa wanavaa wakijikinga kabisa? Ni heshima hii?
I think, Senator, you should wear properly, but we shall check how appropriate it's supposed
Mr. Speaker,
to be. Yes.
you know, earlier on, if you want me to comment on that, Senator Kasanga actually gave a notice of motion to discuss the importance of culture. It's a bit ludicrous when we become so colonial in our mentality.
That's not what they're
saying,
saying, Senator.
We cannot even look at the future of this country. So, Mr. Speaker, this is a matter that you already dealt with. In fact, the Samburu do not even they don't even wear a top. My brother here, who is my sister tribe mate, can attest to that. So let us not waste our time here. Let us dwell on matters. I was raising a statement on a very important matter which is affecting thousands of our youth.
Okay, what they're saying, and I leave it to your conscience, that you dress in a decent manner.
Mr. Speaker, okay. I fully believe that I dressed in a decent manner. Whoever has a problem should actually go to our culture and really try to understand it and walk my path with me. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, I hope to continue, and I think I was at a point where I was raising a very important matter regarding the recruitment exercise. And the recruitment drive, which is a countrywide exercise, has attracted thousands of youth who are keen to join the military. These are unemployed youth. But with it, there are claims of corruptions in the recruitment exercise on a daily basis. The allegation that recruiters' officers are demanding hefty kickbacks up to the tune of 700,000 Kenya shillings to enlist recruits into the military. These allegations are not new, Mr. Speaker, sir. It has become a ritual. Whenever there is a recruitment drive into the disciplinary forces, people allege that they have to part with a minimum of 300,000 shillings. The only thing that amount of bribes has been going up on a daily basis. Mr. Speaker, sir, this is not only criminal, but also a threat to our national security. For an institution given the constitutional responsibility for them to defend and protect the sovereignty and territorial integrity of this republic we love called Kenya. These acts of soliciting bribes by the recruitment officers or team is not only contrary to their mission and goals. And Mr. Speaker, if you go even to their social media site, you will see that they have portrayed themselves as a premier, credible, and mission-capable force deeply rooted in professionalism. But also, it also goes against the Public Ethics Act and Article 10 of the Constitution of the nation and national values and principles of governance, which call for, among other things, high standards of professional ethics. In addition, Mr. Speaker, the desire by the young men and women to join the military is a manifestation of their patriotism. In other jurisdictions, Mr. Speaker, such as the US and Canada, the National Guards and the military offer incentives to young citizens to join the military to defend their country. Mr. Speaker, I remember this was the case during the early ages of our republic. Mr. Speaker, it is sad and unacceptable that patriotism has now been shoved to the back because of corruption. The recruitment process has now been commercialized, and the higher bidder ends up being recruited. Mr. Speaker, the youth in their thousands queue for hours hoping to be recruited, but the outcome leaves a lot to be desired. It seems that it's already predetermined. Most of them end up dejected and disillusioned when none of them are recruited. Mr. Speaker, the exercise is therefore a pure waste of public resources and a threat to our national security. Because what stops the enemy from using money to infiltrate into the military? Mr. Speaker, I now wish to call upon the Cabinet Secretary for the Ministry of Defense and top leadership of the Kenya Defense Forces to look into this matter and ensure that the integrity of the recruitment process is not compromised and that there is fair opportunity for all those participating in the recruitment exercise seeking to join the KDF. Further, Mr. Speaker, KDF should identify the rogue officers demanding bribes from job seekers and take appropriate disciplinary measures against them. Mr. Speaker, finally, I also want to call upon the youth and the guardians to desist from offering bribes. Because if you don't offer a bribe, no one will come and you all say you will not give out a bribe.
Don't discuss your statement.
From bribing their way into the military and instead think out of the box and channel their funds into good use. I therefore urge the Standing Committee on National Security, Defense and Foreign Relations to investigate this matter with a view of holding the military echelons accountable and come up with a more accountable way of carrying out the recruitment process, which could include using community leaders to identify qualified youth. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.